Hey guys, before I get into this video, man, if you would, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you like the content, share, comment. As I said, it's favorable for the algorithm to get this information out, helps the channel out. So let's have this little conversation on Sunday.
Your hustle got to be strong in this industry, as in any other industry.
All right, everybody, good morning. Sunday the 21st, I'm driving through Arkansas, across I-40, which I actually messed that up. I meant to go Oklahoma, and I've been regretting it. I didn't choose to take Arkansas. I actually chose to route for Oklahoma, but at some point in there, I was on a phone call and it rerouted me and didn't alert me it was rerouting me, and by the time I noticed, it was already too late. So, I mean, I have plenty of time. It's not a huge deal, but there was still a couple of slowdowns and holdups going through Arkansas. Roads are clear for the most part, but you have some melting that happened, and Arkansas got down below freezing last night, and then, you know, in through the morning, so there was some definitely ice patches, and just went through a holdup back a few miles, and it was due to a lane being closed because they had a couple of wreckers out there trying to get a truck that had went into the ditch, trying to get him out. So yeah, there's been a couple of holdups for sure going through Arkansas, and man, stopped at the Loves to sleep last night. Parking lot was just too crappy, man. All built up with snow, packed down snow and ice, and I didn't want to mess with it, so went down the road a mile and a half to Walmart, which their parking lot wasn't much better. But anyhow, I got parked, got some good sleep and everything. Didn't set no alarm clock, just got up when I felt like getting up. Right now, it's showing I'll be up in Michigan tonight, probably around, it says 11 o'clock right now, I believe. Well, 10:37. Just cruising along, trying to get good fuel mileage, and not worried about time-wise, so I'll probably roll in there around midnight tonight. More than likely, it'll be around midnight. Supposed to deliver at 8 o'clock in the morning. This will time out well anyhow, because sometimes some of these places have a third shift that shows up on Sunday night. So I will get in there, you know, somewhere between 10 and midnight, which is usually the time that a third shift, if they have one, is going to show up. So I'll be there and check that out, see if a third shift is in there or not. If not, I got plenty of time to sleep tonight when I get there. I'm going to be in a great area, so I'm hopeful I'll be able to pop a load pretty quick in the morning. Biggest factor into that happening or not is going to be when I get there and I call in and get delivered and be like, hey, how many bear drivers we got in the area? If we ain't got none, I'm first up, I'm golden. I should get out of there pretty quick. Although, every once in a while you get a hiccup when it's Monday morning, just because Monday morning, everybody else is unloading, everybody else is unloaded throughout the weekend, and everybody's fighting for that freight first thing in the morning. So I may not get out of there as quick as I want, but I'm hopeful to get a run out of there. I'd like to go back to Laredo, to be honest. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to get a load back down to Laredo, and then hopefully get another big one up out of there, and that'll give me a freaking fantastic week. Worst case, I hope it ends up being a run to Kansas City and they can turn me and burn me back out of there pretty quick. Those have been two pretty good spots for us lately, so I definitely want to hit one of those two spots, man. I'm always leery, you know, it's that whole no whammy, no whammy. Don't want to get a run that sends me to the Carolinas. The Carolinas, for me personally, man, just, god damn, man, they drown me out. Like, when I hit the Carolinas, like, it seems like I sit at least a day. Most of the time it's 2 days. It's just, that's just my, it's just no bueno. No spots I'm trying to hit, and then I can keep this running pretty good, because right now I'm on my second run of the work week, and like I said, I'll hit Monday morning, unload, and I'll be over 3,000 miles already. So yeah, I just hope to keep that run going. Kind of perusing some Facebook stuff. Seen there's a guy on there. Actually talked to him on the phone, Brandon. He made a post, saying, hey, he's in the market to get a Transit, a high roof Transit, and want to know if basically what his options are, which route should he take as far as him and his wife teaming in the van. Whether going independent, getting on with the carrier, what kind of carrier does he want, so in all that, just in talking to him, just trying to get the gist of it. So for any of you guys that are in the groups, and when you post a question, just understand, especially if it's me replying, I'm asking questions because there's definitely a lot of details that need to be found out before a real answer can be given. So I'm sure some people get frustrated when you start asking them questions when they just think that there's a simple answer and it's not. So yeah, and a lot of those questions are going to be, how hard do you want to work? Do you want to play more than you want to work? Are you going to be a true team? So on and so forth. So what kind of experience? All that good stuff. So talked with him about that. So that was just a little bit of why I brought the post up. The biggest reason I brought the post up was somebody had made a comment in there, basically saying, "Oh, in the Sprinter vans, all you do is sit and you just make pennies." Which, to each their own. I mean, that's kind of what I replied. It's like, to each your own. Not everybody likes it. Not everybody thinks it's worth it. It's same with big trucks, hot shotting, straight trucks, whether it be car hauling, flatbedding, dry vanning, Sprinter van, cargo van. It's just, there's more to it than just the money, because if you don't like all the different aspects of each individual type of vehicle, I mean, that's going to be what makes it or breaks it for you, not just the bottom dollar. Sorry, gotta make sure that's in there good. I haven't gotten that new mount yet, but yeah, so his comment basically, and looked at his profile, he's got a big rig on there, so he's a big rigger, and he makes all the money in the world, and he's just happy as can be and richer than anybody else. More power to you, buddy. I'll sit here and make my pennies and sit all the time. I'm good. I'm happy with it. And then somebody else also replied, was like, yeah, for real, man, it does happen if you don't have a good owner. Which, yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that plays a role in that. For sure, if you're not aware enough and have enough common sense and can't put all the right pieces together, yeah, for sure, van expediting, you'll fail immediately. I mean, it's the same as in any avenue of transportation, but vans, I mean, honestly, it seems more so and can happen a lot quicker and go a lot worse in vans, just because you have to put in a good amount of miles to make decent money doing this. This isn't a comfy job, so to speak, unless you like all the things about it. Like I said, there's very few of us that just like everything about the job. A lot of people out here are solely for the money and don't want a boss hovering over them, so they're trying to make the best of it. They don't really like being gone all the time. Some are just thinking it's a very simple, highly lucrative job, so they come out. It just, a lot of things go wrong with people when they get into the van industry. But the bottom line is, you can make it if you want to. I mean, there's room to grow. There's room for advancement in this industry, no matter which type of vehicle you're driving. I just always find it funny when you get those naysayers or just haters in general on there, man. It's so frustrating. and I get it at times too, because I've mentioned it before. You get a lot of the same questions. People get frustrated. People are having a bad week out there, or they was out in this industry and they failed, so now they have a bad taste in their mouth for van expediting, and they get on there freaking, you know, giving all the negative shit, which there's no problem doing it in a productive way, but they're just doing it to be like, there ain't no money there, there's no future there, there's no nothing there, just run. And, you know, when you see that, you should ask them. You know, you guys should. If you guys are ever posting and you guys see anybody reply to you in such a negative way, ask them why they feel that way. Get their side of it. Find out what mistakes they made. You know, that way you know what you need to improve. You know, if he said he was at such and such carrier and failed miserably, or had asshole dispatchers or whatever, you know, then you talk to another driver and you see that they say kind of the same thing, you know, to stay away from them. So even looking into the negative shit is definitely helpful. You got to be open-minded about all this, man. You got to take in all the information, not just what you want to hear. And that's some of the problem, man. People taking in what they want to hear. You can tell them all the ins and outs, and they only held on to those few pieces they wanted to hear. Which is, yeah, I think that's one of the things that goes wrong with when people look to get into this industry. You know, some of these guys that do talk about some of the loads they take, they want to talk about their best paying loads. Oh yeah, man, I made $700 on 200 miles. Damn, that's nice. You know, or they'll say, yeah, man, I average $3 a mile. You know, I get $3 a mile on a load. Oh, don't tell them the fact that you just did a 20-mile run for $60. So yeah, there's a lot of information that's twisted and, you know, misrepresented. As I said, I'm just on here just talking, man. Just talk. I just wanted to kind of just share a few thoughts as I'm driving down the road. Overall, this has been one of them good runs. You know, it isn't super tight. But that, I mean, it's not tight at all. I mean, I got plenty of sleep last night. I'll get there tonight. I'll get plenty of sleep tonight. I've been slow rolling it the whole time, trying to get decent fuel mileage. It's been sunny out during the day, sunny and dry. It's been a nice drive, man. It's been a nice drive. Oh, you notice the hat's on backwards, right? When I'm rolling, the hat's on backwards. If I'm sitting, I got the hat on forward most of the time, man. This is my super duper driver hat. That's what this is, man. It's more aerodynamic to have the bill facing backwards when I'm driving. So just a pro tip there. When driving, if you wear a hat, put it on backwards. It cuts down on the wind resistance. Alright, with that, I'm going to get out of here, man. I'm going to continue this drive, and hope everybody's having a good weekend. And goodbye.